Hello viewers, I'm SP and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns, where I think all that's left to do is take on the final mission here. I did kind of a last pass over some people's decks. I threw mods onto cards that are likely to get used a lot that didn't have mods on them already, and I think with that we're about ready to go.
Well, are you ready to defy a prophecy?
Prophecies are all nonsense anyway.
As ready as I will ever be.
Good. I'll give you a moment to get changed.
And to secure the God Killer, I will keep it hidden until I am ready to strike at Lilith.
We just keep it wrapped up in our extremely long cape.
It's their world now, you know. Deep down, they're not half bad. Humans. Lilith showed me that much.
Now you speak fondly of my mother?
No, I speak
That's
truth.
still my eye makeup.
The best way we can honor your mother's memory is to destroy the monster she has become. Never forget that.
Then what are we waiting for?
You, actually. It's time.
Okay, the
Still amazed
cinematic
by
has
this thing.
everybody in
I
the...
prefer silver for killing monsters, but this gold looks slick.
Hulk arm, shiny.
Better not get a rash from this.
Sure we can't up the fire on
I
mine?
wonder if there's time to add some cloaks.
You did all this?
I mean, not all. A lot, but
It was a team effort.
and a good idea. Not even mine.
I thought it would be a nice touch.
For our first apocalypse together.
Like a very wise young woman once said, we are the Midnight Suns.
A family.
And family is family.
Yeah. So this time,
And as we all know, all families must dress
Storming
together.
the gates of an impregnable temple, facing the mother of demons and gods know what unimaginable horrors inside.
yes. Only now,
We'll all be doing it in style.
Speaking of which, your turn, boss.
Now, who wants to go save the world?
I never wanted to live to see this day, Hunter. The Order of the Midnight Suns, risen again. My own kin returned from beyond the veil. Never on my own could I have united such a disparate band of warriors. You did that, Hunter. Before you go, do not count on any more resurrections. These moments are all that remain before the prophecy is either fulfilled or ended once and for all. If there is anything you wish to say to any of us, now is the time.
This is a really good sort of like microcosm of this game's opinions about like story and the weight of your choices. And at the end, it's like, listen, you don't know what's fucking cool. I don't have any interest in your decision making or the things you put weight on or having any of your input at all into anything that happens. I'm going to tell you what we think the thing should be. We are absolutely not interested in even a single line more than we absolutely have to withstand of this dialogue. Let's just get to it. I cannot believe they fucking... I mean, it's just shitty. It's just shitty for no reason. I do like the gameplay of the game that is at the core of this thing. I think it's a little like lightweight, but it's good. But gosh, everything around the gameplay.
Humanity took its first breath. All the combined armies on Earth could not. And we're in.
Yeah, way over our heads.
I know this place. From my dreams. From...
Welcome home, child. I have been waiting for this moment a long time.
Eddie in the back is very funny when it's set up like this, I'll say that.
That weapon, it's impossible. It's
A way to end this forever!
What do you think I am trying to do? I did not come here to free Cthulhu. I came to destroy him.
More lies from his herald.
If that were the case, you would be dead already. You surprised me, beloved one. Coming so far, yet still so blind. Shackled by your precious caretaker.
Lilith, no! You have no idea!
But I do. Be free, my child. And embrace your true self. Pick up your weapon. The final battle is almost upon us.
No. It is over already.
Child.
You lost your child when you gave them to us. As our vessel. We owe you, Demon Mother. This foul trinket was our final obstacle. The moment is here, and all the pieces in their proper place. It begins with sacrifice. Four souls for four gods. 4 heroes, equal to those who found me. Pluck from my vessel's mind. As they fall, so too will our bonds. The light of the midnight sun will see to our return.
Help me! Save your world! Save my child!
Oof, they never did figure out how to make the smiles work, huh?
This was always his plan, his wider ambition. Cthulhu's corruptive influence has weakened the hunter's mind to the breaking point.
My child, I have failed you.
The strongest heroes have been bound by Cthulhu and cannot join the fight. Why is Deadpool... Okay, whatever. The remaining heroes must band together to defeat the hunter. Alright. Tag out. We'll swap in a fresh hero, but heroes that tag out can't come back. Got it. Well, I see that we got Steve. I know Captain America's deck is in a pretty good spot right now.
Still gonna try that?
Whenever the Hulk takes damage, he gains a point of rage. 1 rage is consumed. Whenever you do an attack or a heroic, use taunt abilities to, take damage, get rage, don't die on purpose. So who got... That's Magic. You can tell because of the stupid hat. That is Blade. And Nico and Ghost Rider. Okay, so the cinematic was not representative of what was actually happening. Like, I was sort of wondering if the outfit change was because they couldn't be bothered to run the cinematics off the live engine, and so they were using pre-rendered characters for that. But like, our hunter's unique head and makeup was still there, so they're clearly not entirely doing that at the very least. I don't know. It's just baffling. It's a baffling set of decisions. So Cap at this point has 2 upgraded Brooklyn Handshakes in his deck, and the upgrade on this is if you KO at either of the people with it, you get 2 cards, which is pretty fucking awesome. And then we got some quick punches and stuff. I think we're in a pretty okay spot. So we got to put the hunter down from 2,700. without these 4 heroes. I don't necessarily think that that should be out of line. Also, I will say, I really like stuff like this where they make your whole roster matter, and it's like not just the 2 or 3 characters you played the most with. So I'm pretty excited about that being the case. Can we, out of curiosity here, can we bridge? Yeah. In fact, I could probably take out 3 of the mooks and also hit the hunter for a little bit. Is that a thing that makes sense to do? Probably.
This might sting a little.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. You'll always deal damage to any attackers. There's nothing I can do about that. What would be really nice is if I could knock her into this. Spider-Man can't quite get there. We could Spidey Sense and try to... I don't know. Alright, can I handshake this dog into that dog? Let's draw some cards.
Here we go. Ooh, I like it.
I do think that this Captain America look with the shield that's kind of like emitting a small amount of fire periodically is really bad. That's extremely weak. Now we don't get the vulnerability on the hunter unless we can actually knock the hunter into one of the ley lines. So I'm trying to be a little wary of that. I wonder, will the hunter respond the same way to range damage? Probably, right? Because you could absolutely just do the what do you call it? Words, the little whip projectile to hit at somebody at any distance. This might throw point of vulnerable up, but I'd rather save that for early in the next turn. So what I might do actually is just Tactician right now. It's a shame that Spidey is in position to get hit by everybody. But there's only so much that can be done. These things have a lot of HP. Yeah, they really, really do, huh? We could potentially, like, position ourselves to be able to use either the slide or the vault. But we're still not going to be able to get anywhere near downing any of them. Tactician's going to have Spider-Man getting hit 3 times. The block will maybe eat one of those. So we're probably going to lose Spider-Man pretty quickly if that's the path. We could shield bounce 2 of the dogs, get a hold of, weaken them both. Probably not actually make use of the vulnerability at all, but weakening and taunting them both so Spider-Man has a chance to survive is probably worthwhile. I'm going to go ahead and take that.
Someone order a knuckle sandwich.
Okay, the vulnerable lands 2, vulnerable landed 2. I don't think that matters at all. What we have done here is we've set up a pretty good opportunity for Hulk to smash one of these dudes into Steve, at least.
Hulk saw that.
99 and 81. So if we went for the discard and we forced another one of those, we probably could actually not even kill it. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. We'll take it like this. They're both weakened. Steve's tough. He generates a lot of block. Do I want to redraw anything out? Like, Hulk's not going to gain any. Yeah, I'm gonna redraw maybe both of these Hulk cards because they're pretty high heroism. Oof, all this stuff is like mega heroism too, and not even for good values. Hero combos are just not very good.
Hulk's friends are hurt.
Okay, that's serious. Wow. Even through the week. Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
So
Is born through the eyes of countless followers. Every whispered prayer for my dark gift bringing us closer to you.
Your words are meaningless here, Kazan. I know the hunter would rather die than serve as the path to your reawakening.
if I throw a punch here,
We descended of the blood.
I can.
Pride will not carry you to victory this time.
I'm not sure how this will interact with the counterattack, honestly.
Resist him.
Let's find out. So if you're stunned, you lose one of your actions on your turn, and you don't get to counterattack. Okay. So now I have a little bit of rage, but I need to draw some cards that I can play a challenging roar. Don't really love that. It is going to get me a fair amount of rage, but I don't have anything to do with the rage. Can I push this dog into... Well, I can just get some raw damage. Generate a copy of the Hulk's Midnight Sun ability. I don't even know what that is, unfortunately. Can kill a bunch of enemies over here pretty easily. I mean, yeah, okay. So, what? Doesn't seem like I would need to move to do that. Then we fill up all the way on rage. And then I do 262 damage 3 times, which is... It's going to get me a tag out. And then we could discard to remove another enemy. I'm at 481 here. Probably, right? We probably need to. It's like if I just toss, because we're not going to get these two characters back anyway. Just tossing their abilities is fine.
Smash complete.
And then can so I cannot, from the perspective of any of the other characters, play this card. Which means that we're just down 2 characters until I can pull the always get back up. Which will be next turn. Okay, I mean, that's fun. I don't know that it's relevant. The Evil Eye Totem is certainly not the kind of thing we need at the moment. I don't know if the Hulk is going to survive. I would think that one hit from the Hunter could definitely do 481. So he might just be dead here. Because remember, the stun's only going to clear 1 attack. Did I have a resist on me? Because that didn't even do damage. I mean, whatever. It's fine. It's good. Okay, so let's kill this fucker.
You must fight.
262. What a coincidence.
But your savior is mine.
I have 33 HP, by the way.
They will never fear another again.
Then we'll just have to knock some sense into them before that can happen.
Yeah, Worldbreaker, unfortunately, is actually really difficult to get set up.
Why try to fight?
Okay, so now we can always get back up somebody and then tag them out. Right? And I don't really know... What is tag out going to do with people's cards? Although at this point, I guess we could just tag out the Hulk. Because the Hulk, as much as I would like to potentially make the Worldbreaker happen, the Hulk is probably dead, if we're being honest. Alright, let's tap Spidey, and then have Spidey bail. Okay, so it does just give us some stuff immediately. So we have Web Toss gives us guaranteed vulnerable. This one with the mod, which I think is fucking fantastic. And that does let us Worldbreaker. I can just Worldbreaker. 2 card plays left, so obviously I'd prefer to vulnerable first. Okay, we can actually apply a couple of points of vulnerable to you. And then the Hulk attacks and gets killed on counter, which sucks, but it does do something. I mean, I gotta do something. That's pretty good damage overall. Oh, interesting. For some reason, that did not create a counter. Well, I guess let's just separate with our move rather than running over and doing a very small amount of damage. Try to limit the odds that the hunter double hits, because it's possible. Oh, that move. Okay, interesting. But wait, it did spend my move, though. It's like I could move again if I wanted to. Whatever. If the hunter doesn't kill, yeah, with the first attack here, then we probably still have somebody alive.
Someone must aid them.
And the hunter is vulnerable. So if we can just find a way to do about 10 million damage... Okay, we can generate more cards. Show me some good Venom cards. Yeah, Tendril Strike works. Tendril's good.
We have waited eons for this moment. Do you believe you can stop us now?
So we kill you, and I need to try to get to the always get back up.
We barely touched them.
I think I probably do tag Venom out because I just don't like Venom's not going to be able to generate the kind of damage we need to generate here. Plus, tagging Venom out gets us 5 heroism.
An unfortunate turn of events.
This is unfortunate. Applying 2 weak to the hunter is not a bad idea.
Let me show you.
Banish one of these dogs.
Reputation isn't enough to scare off these so-called children of Lilith.
We don't know what Steven's Midnight Sun ability is, but, you know, might be I could use it. Let's see. Actually, I should probably play the axe first. I'm just thinking in terms of the total amount of heroism we will have left, right? Let me actually redraw some cards. Let me see some more Steven cards here. So the Bolt of Balthak is going to give us 178. That's not amazing. Okay, we found another axe. From where you're standing, you can't bounce. Okay, we can bounce you into the hunter. So that plus an axe will kill you. And then we could the Midnight Sun and actually get all the heroism. But I don't, what it doesn't give me is information. Without knowing what this is, I think I'd rather just not get 2 of the heroism, but get the info now. So what is this? Is this a thing that... Okay, it's just doing 408 damage to each enemy in an area. That's fine. It costs 9? What the fuck? Well, I guess so. Why does it cost 9?
This will be your undoing.
It's only 400 damage?
Lilith doesn't care about you.
I don't think that's all that good, frankly. Alright, let's tag, I guess if I wake the Hulk up, then I can bounce her into the Hulk. But I don't know that I would want to do that. We want to take advantage of... Yeah, we want to take advantage of our card plays while we have them, I guess. Nobody's in position to be able to, like, knock her into the explosive, unfortunately. But how does this momentum effect work? Was it like the Hulk moves and then can do another move action? Because if so, bouncing the Hunter into that thing with the Hulk's double move would actually be really good. If Steven just pushed her into him, she goes to 586. I'm not actually sure if that's better or not. Well, we're going to try to learn Hulk on the fly here. Does Hulk moving necessarily give him that momentum thing? Or how does that work? Yes, it seems so. So the Hulk can... Oh, did I do a push already this turn? I guess I must have. Well, I don't know that that really changes too much. I don't think I would have done the push, the shove anyway. Because of the, you know, the counterattack damage. The question now is just whether it makes sense to do a Bolt of Balthak for the purpose of going for the axe. Or should I draw some cards and try to, like, heroism myself into the axe? Because obviously it'd be a lot better if I didn't take a bunch of damage before I lay on the weak. I think I'm going to fire the small card draw.
This won't end well.
Okay, Challenging Roar is interesting. It gets me 2 heroism without taking any damage. Yeah. Again, I don't know why he has to move aside, but whatever. And this way, when she counterattacks, at least she's weakened. Or alternatively, she won't counterattack for whatever reason. I could do a small amount more damage to her. I think I'm just going to tap. I want that to be live for next turn. And we're going to hope that she doesn't kill them both in a single go here. With her being weakened, I would hope that it would be unlikely. Yeah, it's only 145 on Steven. Ooh. Okay, she did give him vulnerable, though. Yeah. Alright, who's got...
They have no plan B.
So the get back up and the tag out are the ones that we get for free. That's interesting.
You are wasting your breath.
By the will of the old god. I'm skeptical of your chances, but stranger things have happened.
I've seen Steve Rogers without his shirt on. That was basically like slamming that thing against a wall. And then if we grab the tag out, what we can do is like get Steve back up and then tag out Strange, maybe? The question is whether there's a way to... is there a way to do this that makes more sense than the other ways we have of doing this? I guess actually, yeah, the way that makes sense... Sorry, we get Steve back up and we do the quick punch, right?
That's the spirit.
And of course we draw more Strange cards. Well, buddy, get out of here. You're vulnerable. You're gonna get murked no matter what we do. So it's Charlie. I did not realize that was one of the possibilities. I mean, we could get her. If I can throw a vulnerable onto her, we can get her. I'm not going to do the redraw. Let's go ahead and do this.
That's some move.
Now that she's vulnerable, can I bounce her like through? No. We could try to... I'm going to redraw the Howl. I need damage. I need to make sure that I can get her. Okay, at this point... She still has Chthon's Fury. She just stopped doing the thing for some reason. At this point, redrawing the Maul gets it up to 180. So she'd take 270 from that, and then the Brooklyn Handshake will knock her down. Then we still have to deal with this dog. But I think I'm comfortable with this outcome.
Nice work. Let's settle.
It's weird that she makes no sound at all when she hits the Hulk. Alright, so that was one down, and then unfortunately I can't really do anything fancy here. I don't know that it matters whether we're close together. I don't think this thing has a group attack or anything. I guess I'm just gonna move Steve somewhere. We may as well not have the characters on top of each other. But I think one of them is going down. We'll just bank that redraw. Okay.
I've been so blind for so long.
It's weird that it's all Charlie cards, but it's fine.
I wanted you to see nothing more.
That's gonna leave a mark.
So let's draw some cards. We're gonna pick this Hulk back up. Somebody's tagging out. And the question is who? I'm gonna redraw off the weak bite, I guess. Let me see some other cards here. That hero combo's not great. Actually, Hulk, can you hit her? No, not quite into the ley line. Let's redraw. I don't think I'm going to play the hero combo. Looking for cards that do a little bit more than this. That's not horrible. Draw some cards here. Yeah, sticking a stun on the hunter is always a good idea. And then, like, do I just want to tag Steve out, maybe? Or Charlie? And Charlie's got all of my cards are Charlie, though. I think I am going to redraw again. I don't think a shield bounce makes a lot of sense here. We do not want to attract attention. But I guess I could just rampage the hunter now that the hunter's kind of asleep. And then we could tag out Charlie, and I think this thing, well, I could just kill this dog, though. Right, tap, tap, and then can I... Yeah.
I think you got him.
Oh, that removed the stun, did it? That's interesting. I was not expecting that. So now we move so that the characters are not close together. And I think we probably don't play this turn, since we can't play the card anyway. Do we want to tag out one of the characters now? I think probably the hunter's only going to be able to knock one person or knock two people out. If I tag out and we get somebody who's at full health, that person might absorb a bunch of damage. I think I'm going to tag Charlie out. I just don't think Charlie's very good relative to like our characters as a whole. Okay, it's Deadpool, who is borderline useless. Okay. Go hit Deadpool. Damn it. There didn't have to be 2 KOs. It could have been 1 KO and Deadpool getting hit. Or hell, it could have been Deadpool getting hit twice. Oh, hey, these things. That's not great for me. And of course, you have to always get back up. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really, really bad.
Strangely predictable, right?
The midnight sun burns for our awakening. Bask in it while you can.
Well, I can pick up both of them. I can't believe this costs heroism. What? These cards are garbage. Just... Drop these two and I'm tagging your dumbass out immediately. You are borderline useless. I don't even want to know what your Midnight Sun card is. It probably sucks. Get out of here.
Whatever I can do to help.
Wanda... Wanda's pretty bad too. If I'm being honest. I'm really not happy to have drawn Wanda. Yeah, I wish you could see the order that was written somewhere here. I think we're probably dead. Because they're just going to get worse from here, not better. Take that, Steve. The one with the card will remain vulnerable, right? Yes. So 352 I have to get through. Let's Drop a shield bounce. Hexbolt is pretty rough. I might just you know what? I'm just gonna redraw this. Oh my god, Wanda, you're killing me here. Yeah, all of the enemies are standing exactly far enough apart. Nope, here we go. Sure, give it to him. And just heal it right back, yeah. I was kind of hoping those attacks were going to happen in the other order, obviously. So then... Hexbolt is insufficient. I'm out of redraws. Consume all health to damage... Wait, what? Consume all health to damage each enemy near Wanda, 1 for each health. So it doesn't even down people. First of all, like, again, the use of the no more, like, oh my god. The logic that would lead no more to be her card. This strikes very much of people who, like, learned of Wanda through a marketing meeting rather than people who read comics. Because that's a bad thing she did. It was kind of an atrocity. You're not supposed to be like, yeah, no, the no more. That's rad. It's the same kind of understanding of the source material that led there to be a reloadable nuclear weapon launcher in Fallout 3. It's just like, you people don't care about the thing that was. Apologies. Anyway, my point is, we're dead and this sucks, and we're gonna try again. Now that I have a little bit better of a sense of this fight, we're gonna give this another go. Hexbolt's really bad if you do not get to use Wanda for like the entire battle. If she just shows up partway through, and it's probably a thing you'll only get to play once. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and hit restart encounter now. We are so fucked here, and it's gonna take forever for it to actually resolve. Because all the little guys are going to run around splitting each other, and you know how the game loves to run an animation, then wait 2 seconds, then run another animation. Okay, so now that we understand the order of the universe a little bit better here, if we do a little bit of damage to the Dark Hunter, and then we have the Dark Hunter get, like, Brooklyn handshaked over to there, because remember, it does bonus, it does forceful knockback. We can get some decent work done. So if I go for the Chain Strike, and we do, like, these two are probably dead anyway from the explosion. So maybe I only get 3 attacks off because I do want to make sure I damage her. Spidey can take a counterattack, it's fine. Yep, it's not so big. Then we have Steve Rogers move over to here. Trying to make sure I got the angle I'm going to need. Alright, that's going to pick up both of those two.
Ooh, I like it.
So now our counterattacks are extremely reliable. It's so weird how, like... It's so weird how unpredictable that is. So what do? We just don't stress too much about the dogs this turn? Like, I could Tactician. And then we probably do use a discard to move people apart. Or, like, she doesn't... If we let her do her double up attack, she doesn't actually do that much damage. So maybe I don't stress about it at all. If I throw the shield bounce, I'm going to get Steve killed. If I don't throw the shield bounce, I'm going to get Spider-Man killed instead. I think it's better to get Spider-Man killed.
Here we go.
And who knows? Maybe I've overestimated the dogs. Then we're going to redraw hero combos, because hero combos are bad cards for their cost. Okay. And I'm going to intentionally not move apart. Actually, is she in my... She is in my range. Wait, is that even getting any bonus damage for the vulnerable? Maybe vulnerable only increases damage from cards? But I think this is actually a reasonable use of heroism, so I'm going to take this. Okay, it did in fact get the vulnerable damage, and he is in fact dead. And that actually rules, that the hunter used that ability on him. That's pretty good too, because the Hulk's going to get a little bit of rage from that. Because the hunter spent her big ability on making sure the dogs don't have a target for the turn. She actually really reduced the total amount of damage we're taking. So...
Countless followers. Every whispered prayer for my dark gift bringing us closer.
Rampage allows us to bring down a dog pretty easily.
Here, Kathar. I know the hunter would rather die than serve as the path to your reawakening.
We can drop this dog and damage that one with the
You must hear me, my child.
Yeah, I think I like that with the rampage. So let's... Oh, it's only doing 137 without your rage all the way up. So it is in fact not going to free kill a dog. In that case, maybe we wanna... We can reposition Steve. And then have him shove the hunter into that thing. It's gonna piss off the Hulk, but I think that's actually a good thing. Oh, a smash is actually really good. Not sure why her stun got removed that time before, so I'm like a little leery of stunning her too early. But right now, the stun will prevent her from counterattacking. I think we should probably take it.
That's some move. I think you got him.
Alright, so that makes this a little bit safer. And unstuns her for reasons that are unclear. Well, we can apply a weak to her with this. How's the damage on Rampage going? It's going pretty alright. It's up to 200. So with the triple tap, we could get a res card back, which might actually be a good thing to do. Yeah, normal knockback plus stun is really It's not that impressive. I think part of what makes the Thunderclap so cool when the Hulk uses it is that he does a ton of damage at the same time. We can't really seem to duplicate that. So get me a res.
Don't try again.
The res doesn't give us heroism, sadly. We should probably quick punch somebody who is not going to survive it. I guess there's really only one enemy that's ever going to be that. Draw a card, get our redraw, try to figure out what else we're doing this turn. So it looks pretty bad, frankly. Like, no matter how we do this. Let's drop this shield bounce. Okay. 168 3 times is not going to be... No, it's totally sufficient. We could pull a tag out with our last card play. And then do a get you back up and tag you out immediately move, giving ourselves a bunch of heroism to end the to begin the next turn with.
Hulk went easy.
Yeah, should I just do that? So this guy's gonna just split somebody in half. The Hulk's gonna get hit for not lethal by this dog, and then potentially lethal by the hunter. It's really hard to say what's gonna happen. The question is, do we do the get up and tag out now, or does it make more sense to do it later, really? I think it makes the most sense to do it now. And I do think tagging out Spider-Man makes a ton of sense. Spider-Man is definitely not one of our more built up or better heroes. Oh, okay, the order is random. Well, then it super needs to tell you who is coming up ahead of time. That sucks a ton. All right, get rid of one of the thunderclaps. Okay, we'll leave it there. It's interesting that she can just do her she can just do the big melee attack without gaining any vulnerable. Pretty weird. Okay, you're not going to split anybody else, you're going to split yourself. That is fine.
I'm right here.
And everybody wants to murder Wanda.
Still break his hold. You must fight. You will hesitate.
Well,
Hunter, but your savior is mine. With my arrival, they will never fear another again.
Then we'll just have to knock some sense into them before that can happen.
I don't love that. Let me do something else here. So we can challenging Roar the Dogs. That'll pull a bunch of stuff onto Hulk. And then Hulk will probably just die. So that deals with a lot of the attacks from next turn. We probably don't have to really worry about a lot of stuff. I don't know if this shouldn't taunt the dogs, right? Because that dog is dead before the attack resolves or finishes resolving. If we're going to get the vulnerability onto you, I want to do it early, but I'm also like trying to make sure, because obviously Wanda can just body check the hunter into this thing, but I want to try to minimize the amount of damage that's going to do to my characters. So I'm trying to figure out what I want Steve doing first. And unfortunately, the answer might be that there's not an efficient move here, because Steve kind of wants to just body check these two into each other, right? I think so. Let's just go ahead and do it.
You brought this
Because we haven't used our extra discard yet, right? So I think I'm going to drop... Chaos Reigns when these things are alive is so dangerous. That's funny, but not a good idea. Yeah, the fact that everybody's in range and this thing doesn't prevent your own heroes from being targeted is really rough. So we can't play this probably, which makes it a pretty good target for a redraw. We certainly don't need 2 challenging roars. I doubt we need 1. Hexfield. Okay, so I think we're probably... I would really like to kill this thing. But I don't want to like be playing Brooklyn Handshakes before damage goes out for the turn, right? And I'm looking at this thing. We got to make sure we hit this at some point for the tag out, which is why like this is compelling. Can I get all 3 of these? Yes. So I could do this, taunt the hunter, and then tag Steve out. I actually kind of like that. Oh, hey, the vulnerability happened. That's actually really convenient. And then it actually backed Steve up a little bit. So let's discard for a bonus move and shove you into this thing. That's gonna split the little guy, but... So now you're vulnerable through another turn. And then, so we should be able to Brooklyn Handshake this dude for, yeah, a fair amount. Only 162. Okay. So now I think we gotta tag probably, like I like Hulk randomly pulling stuns all the time. That's really nice. Will you just attack nobody if I tag Steve out? Because, like, obviously Steve has some of the best stuff going here. Both of the enemies are weakened. Steve might survive this turn, is what I'm thinking. I can't quite bounce you into Wanda. It makes a lot of sense to me to tag the Hulk out because of the Hulk's extremely low HP and the fact that it will never get higher. Explode at the start of their next turn for 105 damage. If KO'd, they explode for more. We don't have a way of making anything explode for more. I kind of want to tag Wanda out too because she's just like really bad. I think that's the move. Let's just tag out Wanda.
Iron Man reporting for duty.
Okay, we pull Iron Man instead, which is actually really interesting. So 49 damage. Yeah, we're not going to get a kill off of that. We still could redraw into something interesting. I think there's no way I'm playing Thunderclap. Let's drop that. This is not a good time for air superiority. What? You just gain an injury? Okay. Huh. So I'm probably letting Steve drop here, although there is some chance he'll survive. I was kind of hoping to draw into a big defense card for Steve, but no such luck. But we can start the next turn by picking him up at least. And he is absorbing all of the attacks. That's nice.
You got a friend in need here.
Yep. Okay, you guys are dividing. Wow. They're going to be pretty low. But of course, they're going to be spread all over creation as well. How low is pretty low? Not low enough.
For this moment. Do you believe you can stop us now?
You must not realize who you're dealing with here.
Can't quite make that work. %25 chance to apply 1 bleed on the other air superiority is actually kind of funny. You know what? It's going to cause some splits, but the enemies that get split are all going to be really low on HP. I think maybe we do just play both of the air superiorities. I can redraw to add base damage. Has a chance to apply marked, although I don't know if it will apply marked to enemies before they die. I'm going to do this. You would not ordinarily want to spend 8 heroism in this way necessarily, but it is available to us. And so now we should get the other air superiority for free, because all it had to do was apply mark to 1 person for that to be the case. I mean, you know, not for free in terms of heroism, obviously. Redraw to add 50 damage. If I don't do that, it doesn't kill the dog. I would like for it to do that.
Let's try this one.
And then we can Midnight Sun ourselves a card. We can tag somebody out. I did get the bleed. That's pretty good. We should definitely tag out before we do the Midnight Sun. So make it somebody who has a card that's a little bit more compelling. But actually, if we were to do Hulk's Midnight Sun ability right now, it would kill her, right? We don't know about anybody else's. But I think we know that. And we would have exactly enough heroism to pull it. So maybe we just do it. Maybe we take the guarantee to win. Because it's going to do... Well, like, it's going to be 400 something, probably, plus the forceful knockback. Yeah, I think so. Oops, sorry, let me select Hulk first. $375. Okay. So a World Breaker here, we can knock her into Iron Man, we can get a card out of it. That was a bad turn for every enemy on the table. Alright, and that's 1 down for her. We don't actually know how many times it's going to take, but she's got standard supervillain rules, I'm assuming. So then we could leave it to me with our last card just to gain... We'll still have a point of fast. Yeah. I'm going to get Steve up, too. Do we tag somebody out right now? I'm going to tag Steve out. As good as he is, Well, it might be better to do the tag next turn, though. Yeah, we'll do the tag next turn.
They won't know what hit 'em.
Alright, let me... With 2 surgical strikes, I'm actually a little reluctant to drop the Iron Man cards. Maybe we want to drop the Roar. Looking for more Iron Man cards. Yup. Ooh, can I double mark him vulnerable you now? No. Okay. That's really annoying, because you are out here, but fine. I guess then we just... separate. All right. So the dog with health.
Hunter, I know you can still
Did you get a card? No cards for
You
them.
have to resist.
Okay.
You
Interesting.
are wasting your breath.
I think the dogs are too far away from the hunter to actually be targetable together. Is that right? Yes, it is. That's really annoying, actually. Well... kind of want to throw the smash really late then.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Nice work.
So give you some vulnerable now. And then we just drop like many hundreds of points of damage. We do have to deal with the dogs.
Get it done any way we know how.
That's gonna leave a mark.
We'll deal with those two in a way that guarantees we get another Iron Man card back. That was not a very good Iron Man card. And then... It's interesting. I think we do just have to tag Steve out as much as I really want to keep him in because I think he's generally good. I think he or the Hulk has to go this turn. So stun is removed with any damage. That's so weird. Why would it work that way? So if I stun you, we can focus in on the dog. Try to burn the dog down. But like we're probably not going to start seeing our cards again until we spend our tag out. The only thing Hulk does that's good is stun. I'm going to tag the Hulk. And it's not even that good.
All right, let's do this.
Arguably, perhaps I should have stunned this dog first? I don't know. We could do a, Carol can definitely grab the attention of these enemies. Just move to here and blast them both. Should probably actually select her. We can try to keep Steve alive in this way. And then it's like, do I want to one step ahead? It's going to draw us a billion cards. You have 400. The thing is, without Steve being able to move, he is probably still going to go down. Because the Hunter's just going to AoE. So maybe I want to redraw off of One Step Ahead to try to find a card like a dig in, right? Probably I want to drop hero combo, honestly. We can hero combo the dog. Actually, hero comboing the dog moves Steve. You know what? I don't hate that. That leaves the One Step Ahead in hand, guaranteeing that we can go binary next turn. Not a very good card under normal circumstances, but in this fight specifically, where we have an infinite amount of heroism to play with, I don't hate it. Ouch. At least she ate a vulnerable that's far away from the hunter. Okay, cool. The hunter just one-shots her from fall. Alright, the tag out goes on the most annoying enemy because of course it does.
I have been so blind for so long.
You have seen what we have wanted you to see.
I can't quite get you into the fucking... Can't quite hit the hunter. So obviously we could just air superiority here. We'll split this guy in half. We can figure out a lot from what happens off of the air superiority. Do I want to spend a redraw on it? The amount of damage will matter a little bit. Right now, surgical strikes are chain 4, which is a lot. I'm going to do this.
I don't do this for just anyone.
Okay, you really wanted to come down right in front of the hunter? You thought that was a good idea? So the tag out is only 400 HP away now. We do not know what all the Midnight Sun abilities do. I kind of want to see Steve's. Oh, wow, uniquely bad in this situation. Like, honestly, almost comically horrible. Okay. To the point where we definitely want to redraw that off. That sucks. Well, now we know for the future. Shield bounce, on the other hand, is not the worst thing. I think I am going to redraw it. A little bit of health is not really the reason. I just don't... I don't know, the taunting stuff onto Steve is a very good idea right now. Okay. So, we have chain 4, which will allow us to nuke these dudes. I probably need to tag Steve out at this point.
This should be good.
Would it have been better to kill the other one so that it doesn't heal? I don't know, maybe. I think we need the tag out, though. Let's... Do I tag Steve or do I get Carol back up and tag Carol out? Because without her big health pool, I don't know that she's actually useful. We have very limited healing from most of our roster. I mean, we should get her back up, right? Does she remember how many bars of binary she had? She does. So we could one step ahead into something into go binary. She just doesn't really do that much damage is the problem. I'm gonna tag her. Even with binary up, she doesn't really do that much damage.
You're just lucky I was in the area.
Okay, Wolverine is definitely more interesting. So this applies a vulnerable, and we could easily forceful knockback the hunter into that, so that the hunter has 3 vulnerable. We'll keep that rolling for a nice long time. Provided that Tony ends up somewhere else, right? So how do we want to do that? We could spend a move to make Tony be somewhere else. I don't necessarily hate that, although it's, you know, potentially the case that we end up wanting to play one of his cards afterward, which might make that kind of weird. 123 3 times is not going to cut it here. But I could get this thing extremely, extremely low and then see how it breaks up, and maybe we can... Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. And this will cause Tony to move over there. We have Quick Blast in hand. One of them will, in fact, be low enough for Quick Blast. And then the other one is marked and can be killed with any attack for... I'm going to go ahead and take this. Even though it's a little silly. It gets Tony out of the area of the explosion, at least.
Sure, why not?
Alright, then you're marked, so we'll get our card play back off of you as well. And he's not close enough to that to die when I do this, is it? No, okay. We're going to use the Brooklyn Handshake for this one. Get ourselves some extra cards while we're at it, right?
That must have taken practice.
Alright, and then I like this as a way of ending the turn and stacking up some vulnerable on you.
Bad luck for you.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
For some reason I have become injured. And then... Oh, see, look at the damage. The counterattack is happening, it's just not showing it. Which is weird. I'm going to use my move to separate the heroes a little bit here. Alright, let's see what next turn looks like. Okay, not too bad. Steve's down, not a big surprise. I wonder what Logan's Midnight Sun ability is.
Right here.
They made it pretty easy to find out.
For our awakening, bask in it.
Fair enough.
So I think I'm gonna berserk and then eviscerate this thing down.
Now for something real special.
They really lovingly animated that spittle. Ooh. The lethal pounce is interesting. Maybe I want a lethal pounce and then do that so that I can get the strengthened. But that'll be all of my cards. It'll also be the ability for somebody to tag out... No, because I want to have a card play left to actually be able to use the thing, right? So yeah, let's just go ahead and throw in Eviscerate. Oh, I forgot that I had an Eviscerate that applies vulnerable. Man, Wolverine's cards got a lot better with upgrades.
That looked like it hurt.
Yep. Speaking of hurt, Wolverine, you're about to really get hurt. Let's see what your Midnight Sun ability is, and if it's going to help you with that at all. Consume all heroism to damage random enemies 10 times. 1 for each heroism. Damage increases with each attack. Yo, that's probably pretty good, actually. He's going to lifesteal a lot here.
I'm gonna rip you a new one.
And with the fact that both of the enemies are already vulnerable, it's probably going to be a lot of damage in total. It sure was. Card play refunded.
Specs. Moles. You are no match for the last true god. Such hubris.
Maybe so. But maybe all we need to do is stall. Until the true champion of the gods return.
Spoiler, it was Blade all along.
You're our leader.
We got your back.
We're family.
And family's family.
You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Drove him out. I was too late.
The Midnight Sun! It's here!
So is Chthon.
Mostly in the skybox, it would seem. Okay, it's like a little bit concerning.
It is the beginning of the end.
This is going to be a whole thing. Okay, listen. There's going to be another great big fight. There's going to be an ending cinematic. There's at least an hour of game left. I'm going to call the episode right here. Actually, that was already a lot of stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. That was us for today. When you come back next time, wow, the credits image cannot handle the things that these particle effects are doing to my computer. When you come back next time, we are going to, it seems, finally put the boots to Chthon himself, and then probably win the game? Maybe. Fingers crossed. And we'll see you then.